7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, it's Wednesday night. I'm Captain Eric Hasty, and this is
John King.
John King in the house, in the bait shop, in the downtown, beautiful downtown Inglis here in Captain's Cove Outfitters, full of all kind of goodies and stuff. We're gonna have a good show for you tonight. We got the weekend fishing. It's gonna be a small segment, so we've got the belt. We got some captain's corners to throw at you, and tonight's setup, are you using the right setup? You know, so, you know, you got the right stuff.
I think this is all a setup.
It's all a setup, that's right.
It's all a setup.
Got me thinking of the New Kids on the Block. You got the right stuff. Remember that one? Gotta go back to the 80s, bro. Late 80s.
I don't know what I was doing in the 80s.
Weed.
No. I didn't smoke much weed.
No.
Man. Didn't really party much. Working all the time.
In the 80s?
Yep. Overtime, trying to make money.
I had a job, but I wasn't working all the
I
time.
was working 16 hours a day.
Yeah, but I didn't graduate.
3 jobs.
I didn't graduate till 89, so, I mean, you were 80
Yeah,
something
86.
else. Yeah, you know, so I was still playing. I was still playing.
I worked from 9th grade till 12th grade, 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 2 jobs with overtime and then another job. So I was selling pets. Fish. I was selling fish at the pet store.
You were into the fish at an early age.
At an early age. I was selling guppies. Guppies.
Well, there you go. Things you didn't know
That's
about
right.
John
Yeah.
King.
I was selling snakes. We had monkeys. Oh,
yeah.
man. No, those monkeys were bad, too.
I worked for a veterinarian. I never worked in a pet shop, but I did work for a veterinarian. At one time in my life, I was going to be a
I
veterinarian.
made a big
but,
mistake. We had a cage of monkeys when you walk in the door, and there's 2 of them in there. And I would mess with them. And then they'd reach their hand and try to grab me. Well, one day, the big monkey said, he took the 2 bars, and I was at the cash register, and I had candy up there. And I was doing the drawer for Mom, and the monkey took the 2 bars, and he went, and he climbed out. And the next thing I know, I'm looking at the cash register, and the monkey's on the cash register looking at me like, ha, ha, ha. I was like, Mom, the monkeys are... He grabbed a hold of my hair and started pulling my hair. That was a bad deal, dude. Bad deal, bro.
Go ahead and hit that like button.
Yeah,
This
on
is
that.
the kind of good fish.
That's good shit. That's the good stuff. I forgot that happened to me. That damn never harass a monkey for fear that he may be a bad monkey.
There you go.
I forgot all that shit happened.
I thought he was going to throw poo. So
Oh,
that had
no.
a happier ending than I
you know
thought
what?
it did.
They would do that to people. People'd come in and they would throw poop at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Animal Kingdom. If y'all ever been there in Ocala, my mom used to own that store after the one guy owned it. She bought it from him. And I had to take care of monkeys. I wanted to beat that monkey, no pun intended. I didn't go there, did I?
Oh, Lordy.
I did. I wanted to kill that
we
monkey.
can see how tonight's show is going to be.
God.
So there we go.
What happened?
John, let's see who's enjoying our theater so far this evening.
Oh,
We've
man.
got
That brought back memories.
all from the right stuff. There's Denise.
Oh.
Casey's on. Dale is on. Chris is there. Jim's counting hooks. Make them jigs, buddy. Dale says, of course he's using the right stuff. It came from Captain's Cove. There you go. Well, they won't steer you wrong. Karrie's on. Bill's there. Ty, good evening. Tommy, what's happening, buddy? David's on there. All right, Lou and Dale are on there. Bonnie with State Farm's watching. There's Dan. Happy Wednesday. I still got Tuesday on the brain there. A little Trivia Tuesday. Let's see. There's Josh. Bobby's all the way up there in Tennessee again. There's Doug.
Gotta be cold up there.
It does.
Got to be cold up there.
There's Thomas. What's up? James has been loving his new setup you guys hooked him up with. He's watching tonight too. Well, hi, James. You may have a little surprise later in the show. Keep watching. The bearded one. What's up, buddy? Let's see. Dale says the grouper's been much enjoyed. Thanks, Eric. Well, no problem. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that trip. Kev Dog, happy hump day. Let's see. Sam is on. Kevin says you gotta shock the monkey.
That's right. Beat the monkey and shock the monkey.
Yeah, a little Peter
Shock
Gabriel.
the monkey.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. All right. Andrea's with David. That's cool. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right. Good deal. And Tyler is on there. Good deal. So we got some people watching. Good times. Bad monkeys.
And monkeys.
Looks like Mark just popped in there as well. So we're gonna try to have a good show for you guys tonight, as usual. So we'll see what happens. So last week we had an interesting thing, and I'm just curious as to know how many of y'all cheated last week on the question. Raise your hand. You know, anybody cheat? Anybody cheat on the question last week? The opportunity was there.
It approached itself.
And we always say that if you pay attention to the show,
you never know.
you're probably going to get the answer somehow, some way.
God.
And I blame Doug for cheating. Because we asked the question, and I mean, he was boom right there with the answer, and I was like, man, that was quick.
That was fast.
And I got with him a message, and I said, man, that was pretty quick. He says, no, we just happened to look that up the other day, but I know what you're talking about.
He covered his butt well. Way to go, Doug.
So I was shocked that only Doug maybe saw it or whatever the case might be. But
it was fast.
Wow. And that just goes to show how much everybody was paying attention to me trying to tie that knot upside down and have the camera on it and everything. But if you paid attention real close last week, while the camera was down, there was the question and the answer.
That's kind of funny.
So I was quite surprised that, we didn't have more of the right answer right off the bat. So you never know what you're going to see here on We Be Tailin.
Hey, maybe Doug knew it. Maybe he didn't look.
No. Well, apparently that had come up in his conversation that we were having. That had come up because they had a pretty good sized black drum or whatever the other day. So they looked up what that was.
Nice.
So, but the fact that more people didn't see
it.
Yeah,
didn't see it.
Oh, Lordy. So there again, you never know what might slip up.
We thought somebody might have seen it. maybe they were too busy watching you tie knots.
Well, and that's, you guys were paying attention to the right thing.
Man.
Don't look to the left. Over to the right we have, so on and so forth. So, that was good. So you guys were really concentrating on that orange string and not the answer.
It was a test.
So there we go.
God.
All right, guys. So before we get too far into it,
oh man,
I know we got a lot of tailors out there that do a lot of odd jobs, side jobs, weird jobs, whatever the case might be. And what I'm looking for is old Shasty McNasty here. He needs to get he needs somebody who can look at my taxes. Do we have any tax aficionados out here in the Taylor land that could give old Eric a help with some taxes? If we've got anybody or somebody that's good, that might be able to answer some questions for me, steer me in the right direction, or even do my taxes, reach out. Where's my contact? Send me a message at CaptEricKST@gmail.com, Shasty McNasty Fishing on Facebook, or text me to 352-220-3206. we've just got some good tax questions and things that I need to kind of get straight. Got to get some things.
I know how to do taxes.
Do you?
Yep.
I'm not even gonna comment. I'm gonna be nice.
For the low price.
Yeah.
$29.95.
Yeah.
I can do your taxes.
John, I think we need.
You might get audited.
Yeah.
They might not like what they see on the form, but you're going to get money back.
I was gonna
Because
say.
I'm a firm believer in we shouldn't have to pay taxes.
Oh yeah. But I'm not just asking for me.
I don't even know if I paid my taxes.
I was gonna say we may be asking for John as well because I think he's similar in the same boat that I am. You know.
They're probably going to arrest me.
So the new tax season is coming up. So,
God.
you know, if we do have anybody out there that does play with taxes, has an idea of how the tax code works and all that good stuff, got some questions, just reach out to me. I sure would appreciate it. Now, with that, John, are you studying, looking to see who's answering the question there?
He already gave you a place to go. Somebody gave you a place to go.
All right.
The
good
tax
deal.
ladies in Dunellen.
The tax ladies in Dunellen.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not too far.
They're professionals, evidently.
Well, good.
You get two people to do your taxes
There
for
you
you.
Hey, it might take it. It might take
Oh,
it.
man, yours will be an easy form, man. A piece of cake. Write everything off and go for it.
Yep. Well, like I said, we'll roll on. So
Moving right along.
there we go. John, as you're well aware, Shasty McNasty Fishing has teamed up with Lickety Split Charters to be taking that 33-foot blackfin offshore to go catch right now the red grouper, mangrove snappers, all kind of critters out there. Give us a call, 352-220-3206. We'll get out there with Sam and I and get them get you on some nice fish. From what I've been told, them red snapper are biting too, but
Can't keep them.
can't keep them. Gotta have to let them go. But man, that is a strong fighting fish, John. It is. It's a strong fighting fish. All right, so John, we've had a lot of fun so far, and I got to bring it down here a notch because it's sad time here for us, John.
Oh,
and,
yeah, it is.
And you know, it's hard, you know, dealing with death anytime we deal with death. But we lost one of our tailors this past week, and it's hard because that one was unexpected. We didn't see, you know, it coming, and it was kind of a shock, and you know, it just the way it turns out. But Kenneth Knoll. Good friend of the show, good friend to, you know, Shasta McNasty Fishing. He passed this past week, and heck of a guy, a heck of a giver. Just give you the shirt off his back. Met him through the show, and when I met him, he looked like Santa Claus. He had the long blonde, the long white hair, the long beard, and you know, just a great guy. Terribly be missed, and like I said, Kenneth, hope you're you know, fishing up there in heaven, buddy, because we're gonna miss you, man. We're gonna miss you. So that, like I said, Kenneth Knoll, just a big tailor. Been with the show a long time through the Facebook days, and you know, through the YouTubes, and you know, just hate to see people pass, John. You know, just hate to do it, but. You know, it is what it is, but, you know, say a little prayer, you know, for Kenneth. Kind of on the same note, just remembering Dan Clymer there a little bit. Dan just would have been his birthday, and, you know, we're missing some Dan. So Big Dan-o, happy birthday. Hope them tarpon are keeping you busy up there, buddy. You know, missing you there as well. And then we're going to send out some prayers as well, too, John, because Denzel, the old Raging Cajun, he's not doing real well. He's basically, he's had cancers here, there, everywhere, and it ended up in his throat. And they've been doing lots of chemo and radiation for Denzel, and they went in there and they did some cutting the other day, and, you know, he's trying to be as good-spirited about as he can, but, you know, he's pretty miserable right now. So anybody that's friends with Denzel on Facebook or anything like that, you've been following it, But you know, look him up, send him a message, let him know that you're thinking about him, and hopefully he's going to pull through this, you know, with flying colors, and he'll be back there on the water, you know, before you know it. So. You know, guys, just we like to keep everybody in the loop as to what's going on, good things, bad things, and you know, like I said, just hate that all that's going on, but we're not going to keep it on a down note, because on a positive note, John, these two right here, they're gonna tie the knot. Susie and Bobby and Susie B. They I don't know that we want to take credit for it, but, you know, they met at a shindig.
They
did. I guess a little over a year ago now.
We're taking full credit for it.
We're going to take credit.
Full credit for this.
Full credit?
Yep.
Susie said it was the ladies' fault. Our ladies did it. But, I mean, it was our event. They met at our event. So, I mean, we can take credit, can't we?
We're taking credit.
Got to take credit.
Yep. It was my voice singing with her that made her voice so good that Bobby took note. No. No.
She didn't need your help. I promise you. That girl can sing.
Nope. It made him pay more attention to her because she has got such a great voice.
She can belt it out, John.
Oh yeah, she's a great singer.
From singing to that damn yodeling thing she does occasionally. It's scary.
She's quite a talent.
Yeah. I think we might be able to see a little bit too next month there at the Blackwater. Banquet, you know, because she'll be DJing, right. And you know, I'm sure she's going to get the karaoke thing out. You know,
I'm sure.
Yeah. Yep. You know, so yep. There we go. Just going through some of the comments here. You know, yeah, that Jessica, you're right. It sucks.
He said definitely not John's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yep. But Stacy gets the credit? Really? It was our event, Bobby. Oh, Lordy. We got to at least get partial credit?
I think Stacy did it all.
Troublemaker.
That's right. Poor Bobby. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There we go. All right, John, let's get into a little bit of fishing right here. We've got some Captain's Corners coming out right here. We've got, who do we have? This first one is, this one is, well, I think Jessica's on the camera, but I think she's filming James, and I think there's somebody else on the boat. Let's take a look right here.
Jessica, Captain Corner, fishing with James and Neil today, slaying some redfish, sheephead, black drum, using shrimp on the bottom, cooler full, tight lines.
That one fish was talking. He was trying to say something during that.
It was saying, let me out!
Let me out!
I don't like this. So, John, that's a problem. The sheephead are still in the shallow.
They're not breeding yet.
Yeah, holy cow. Yeah,
they're still playing around in the shallow water.
They had a message sheet in there.
Oh, man.
There we go. All right, and then who else did we have up here, John? Let's take a look. Let's see here. We had Samuel. So Samuel was out. Samuel was fishing with his father there. Let's take a look at this one.
Captain's Corner, catching redfish on artificial in the backcountry, up in the creeks, 31-incher.
All right, there we go, getting it done in that backcountry, John. That's backcountry's fun.
It
is.
Lots of fish back there.
I'm not gonna lie, I miss the hell out of my mud boats. You know, I got a buddy of mine has a real nice fancy airboat. You know, he doesn't ever want to take it out. He's always busy working or something. You know,
my buddy's got a fancy airboat. he went to give it gas today, and that piston shot right out the top of that thing.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the thing with airboats. That's
They
why
they just don't run well.
it just seems like you're always working on an airboat. That's
you got to carry an extra starter with you, tools, extra
Alternators,
batteries, alternators, belts.
Apparently a piston.
Yeah, pistons,
block.
like, new motor. Gee whiz, man! I have never in my life with an airboat.
No.
I think they said they really meant it when they said the best day of my life was buying an airboat, and the better day of my life when I sold it.
Sold that. There you go. All right, John, if you want to be on Captain's Corner and make you YouTube famous just for a few minutes there, just send it to CaptainEricHasty@gmail.com, Shasta McNasty Fishing on Facebook, and text it to 352-220-3206. Any of those will work, and we'll make you YouTube famous for a few seconds. We're just looking for a basic fishing report, not exactly where you're at, just a general area, maybe what you were catching the fish on, and, you know, just showing that you were having a good time. The fish were biting. It's not hard. And then how do we hold the camera, John?
Straight
Like
up and
this?
down.
No, like this.
Straight up and down.
We're not making reels. We're making videos. Hold the camera like this. That's how you do it. Cooler full for sure.
That was a cooler full.
Oh yeah. They're eating good.
Oh yeah.
When's the party? Kev Dog, put on there the date of that banquet again. I know it's February, I want to say maybe 18th or something, but I'm not 100% sure.
You not
on that.
remember however many you bring, you got to pay to eat.
Yep, so yeah, you're more than welcome to come, but if you weren't a member, it's $30 a head or something to that effect. There we go. So, yeah.
But still worth it.
February 18th. Man, I got a mind like a
that.
steel trap
Just
for a
like
minute.
that.
Hopefully bass fishing this weekend. Man, if you're going to go into freshwater, you should be speck fishing as cold as it's been.
Ditch pickle fishermen?
Yeah.
Nah, specks, man. Specks way better than bass.
Yeah. That, you know, I can't remember the last time I went bass fishing.
I want to go speck fishing.
Do you?
I do. I like catching specks. They're good to eat, man. That whole fish, fry that thing up. Oh my gosh.
It's like cleaning a mess full of grunts. You know, it's about the same thing.
But they're good eating though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of enjoyed speck fishing. I used to do that. I had my family had a paddle boat on the lake, and I would go out there and paddle my butt off, trolling one rod with a little small diving plug, and I'd catch 4 or 5 pound crappie.
Yeah.
4 or 5 pound crappie in that lake. No, like this, like that, like that. That lake had them in it, boy. Yeah. Big ones, and I didn't know what they were, and I just let them go. I had no idea they were crappie at that time. I was just a kid pedaling around out there.
Smallmouth bass is fun too this time of year. Yeah,
smallmouth.
Right.
Yeah. I want to catch a smallmouth. I've never done that. Tennessee.
I've caught smallmouth and I've caught warmouth.
I've caught warmouth.
You know, there's all them mouths.
Brim.
John.
I've caught all kinds of brim, like colored purple brim, all these funny brim. Sunshine bass I've caught, but I've never caught a smallmouth or a peacock bass, and that's a couple of the things that I want to catch.
I want to catch a peacock bass, but I don't want to do it
over there.
I don't want to do it in a ditch in Miami.
Yeah.
I want to go catch them, you know, down south.
I want a 20-pounder that tears that plug out of the water.
There you go. Let's see. Rick just chimed in there. What's happening, Rick? Way to wake up. And then Simon, we see you on there, buddy. All right, good deal. Some more and more people getting on, John, as, you know, we're waking up at 7:15, 7:20. It must be nice. All right, John, let's move right along here. Oh, man, let's see. As everybody's well aware, we did that black and redfish challenge. I know everybody's watched it. They've enjoyed it. They've had a good time with it. But I am asking for a favor, John. Asking for a favor. We would like, if you would, when the video is over tonight, you're done watching, just go find that on YouTube and you don't got to watch it again, but just go hit that like button. You know, let's get some traction going on this video. We talked about it last week. We've got, I think, 2.5 contestants for the female edition.
Yep.
We need another contestant
Person and a half. It's like magic.
Yep. So we've got, if you are a female or identify as such, I guess, and can cook female blackened redfish, we want to put you on a show.
Yep.
So that should be fun. This one's going to be with a twist because we're going to do this at the Blackwater.
That's right. It's going to be in a
it's
pro
gonna be-
kitchen.
It's going to be in the professional kitchen.
Professional
this time.
kitchen.
Yeah,
Yep. You'll
yeah.
have fryers. You'll have all the good stuff, man.
Yeah, well, you have whatever it takes. You still only get 20 minutes.
That's right. Still only get 20 minutes, but you'll have. Well, Sam's kitchen's very nice too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a toughie.
What we learned
You know,
there is
are you less likely to mess up in a kitchen like Sam's, or do you feel more apt to cook in something that's not in your surroundings, like a real kitchen? You know what I'm saying? How do you equate it? It's going to be different because
what we learned from the last one is 20 minutes is plenty.
We know it's
plenty of time for cooking fish.
Plenty of time to cook fish.
But you need to choose that side item. You know, I was thinking
wisely.
like I would have had
mashed taters,
red fish, and a salad.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, these guys went out there, you know, but sometimes the side will make or break you.
It could.
You know,
it could. Yeah. You know, so
there's lots of things you could cook with redfish that don't take what the guys did.
There you go.
You know?
Oh yeah. No. Well, they really
did a
stretched
fine
it.
job.
They went above and beyond.
Yeah, they did a fine job. You know.
Again, if you're a female and you are interested in participating, again, same as usual, Captain Eric Hasty at gmail.com, Shasty McNasty Fishing on the Facebook, or text me 352-220-3206. Once we know that we've got all the contestants, we can start planning
dates.
a date and get all that, lined up. But like I said, please just go back. When you're done watching tonight, just go back to YouTube, find that video, hit the like, but you don't got to watch the whole thing again.
Yep, just
you
like
can.
It. Just like you can if you want to, but
make sure you hit that like button for us. It would do us a lot of good. I sure would appreciate it. Now with that, John, let's get into the old belt right here. You know what, John? We've got a belt situation right now. And
a situation on the belt. That could be bad.
Well, let's
see the situation.
Let's figure this thing out, John.
All right.
The belt.
Yeah. A situation.
We always start off looking at last month's winner, the bearded one right there. Yep. As a matter of fact, the bearded one, you still got your $50 gift certificate posted to the wall up here, so come on down.
I think he's saving it up for this month's one that Kyler's giving out.
But Tyler wasn't aware of that one.
Tyler was not aware of that. Where'd Tyler go?
Tyler won last month, or not Tyler, but Jordan won last month by catching the biggest grouper. Grouper was the fish for that time, a little over 34 inches, and that was enough to get it done. John, if you've never seen the show before, this is the first time you're watching. First off, thanks for watching. Stick around. It occasionally gets better.
Or worse.
Explain to everybody what they got to do to participate.
All you got to do is do what that guy did. Catch a fish, hold it up in the picture, and have Tyler take it. No, you don't have to do that. It's Tyler's belt after all. But hold the picture of the fish, because everybody does that when it's a nice fish. And then put it on a stick, which everybody does that to make sure it's legal.
Sure.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Send the 2 pictures to Eric or me, and we'll get you on here. And then sheephead is the fish of the month.
This month.
That's it. That's all you got to do. It's so simple. Put that convict on a stick.
And you're getting ready to see our dilemma here, John. Yeah, here comes the dilemma. And let's see where we at. So we got Jessica. She's got that one on the stick right there. It's really hard to see, but Jessica, I think it's 18 inches. And if I'm wrong, let us know in the comments. But let us know why.
That's a nice one.
I think that says 18 inches.
That's good. So that's a good fish.
But John, we've got Laura, who happens to have an 18 as well.
Wow.
So we are currently tied at the belt. If Jessica's is 18, which is it looks like it is, but it's hard to tell. Jessica can confirm or
I'm seeing a trend here. I'm seeing a trend. The only 2 people who know how to fish are the women.
Them women.
Them guys can't catch crap. And them women are out fishing them, and I like it.
Do you think they can cook?
Well, half of one can at the present moment. Get it? One half of them.
She was a half. Yeah, we had to figure dates out or something. Oh, no, Jessica's saying hers is 19. All right, so catastrophe avoided. All right, it was just hard to
scroll
see.
in there.
Yeah.
All right, so 19 is in the lead.
There we go. All right. She said, I just sent you messages. Okay. so we said good to have participation.
Yeah.
So, but it was so much more exciting when it was a tie, John, because we needed that tiebreaker.
I thought she was going to go 19.5-inch cook. But she went with a straight 19.
She did. There we go. All right, so there we go. Catastrophe avoided. There goes all the
other
drama.
lady has just texted in. Hers is a 19. So it identifies as a 19-incher. We've got a tie again.
Oh Lordy, gotta love it. So, all right, there we go. All right, so we're getting more confirmations on here. Rick just come in with something here. Yeah. So even Rick says looks 19. Okay, well, good deal. All right, you know, I'm old. I can't see.
I can't see.
But it looked like 18.
I can't see.
And we asked for clarification.
That's right.
We
been
did
clarified.
Right.
Clarified butter. Right where that sheep head went.
All right, John. Let's get into Bonnie. You ready to talk about Bonnie? Do you want to talk about Bonnie?
Yep.
You want to talk about it or you want me to talk about it?
I can do it.
I always talk about Bonnie.
I got
I'm going to let you talk about Bonnie.
I can add something.
There you go.
If you want to save money, call Bonnie at State Farm. There's your number right there. It's very simple. If I could read it, I'd read it. 352-484-0905. Call Bonnie to save money. Now, Bonnie has a new trick up her sleeve.
She's got tricks?
That's right. She's got a new trick up her sleeve. She sells you a vehicle, then you insure it with Bonnie.
There we
So
go.
Travis better be calling for insurance on that vehicle he just bought for Bonnie. I thought of the plan. The whole way here, I was like, that's a pretty good plan. Sell the car and insure the car. You're making money twice.
Boom.
Boom.
And
What
some
a
of that
deal.
money keeps coming month after month after
what a
month.
deal. But I'm going to get on Travis if he didn't ask Bonnie. If he didn't ask Bonnie for a quote, I'm going to have to get on Travis. I'm going to text him tonight. Hey, who'd you insure that ride with?
So, as you're well aware, especially if you watch the show for any period of time, we got a new subscriber, Derek. Derek is subscribed. Congratulations, Derek. We just had your name flicker up on the screen there for a moment.
What were you thinking?
He liked it. He liked it. Oh Lord, we're slowly inching up there, John. We're getting a subscriber one at a time. You know, we'll eventually get
in the
there.
year 2017. Wait, we're already past that.
We passed that, yeah.
The year 2017, we'll have 548 subscribers.
Wait, hey, if that's what it takes,
If that's
John,
what it takes,
we'll get them by attrition.
Attrition.
So there you go.
my
Thank you,
God.
Derek. Glad you're enjoying the show. So, oh gosh, so Bonnie, if you've been watching the show for any period of time, you know Bonnie's been with us.
Bonnie says Travis is already with State Farm. See? Yeah! Win-win! What else you got for sale back there, Bonnie? I need a vehicle.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But I was going to buy it if Travis didn't. I had the text in. I was like, send me a picture of that vehicle, Doug. I was going to buy it. But I was like, because I asked Doug, I was like, he hadn't already bought it? He's like, oh, well, he's coming over tonight to look at it because Doug never sent me a picture. So I knew Travis was going to buy it. I was like, Travis, come on, man.
Well, congratulations. But Bonnie has been sponsoring a contest for us for a long time now. And what did we decide? We decided on the foodie. We were going
you got
foodie. Food this go round.
Well, nobody can cook all of a sudden now.
Yeah, nobody was able to send any food pics this go round. But all you got to do,
Let's cook something
take a picture.
of your food.
Preferably like a seafood dish. It's a fishing show, but take a picture.
Send it.
Send it.
I know these people are cooking this stuff.
And then Bonnie's going to judge on which one looks the best.
Jessica's half a cook. I know she can cook that sheep head and take a picture of it and send it in and win this Rod and Reel combo.
Yeah.
Jessica's lucky like that.
Well,
she better get to cooking.
If you do win and you get that picture in here, you're going to get an awesome Calico Jack rod. These things are pretty sweet.
I even think Rick could cook.
You're going to get a nice little Calcutta fillet knife. But wait, John.
And a motorized bait bucket.
A little free bill.
Yeah, motorized bait bucket.
cool. It's got the invisible top. That yellow's just yellow enough to be green, but it's got the little bubbler.
Yeah, it's motorized.
Oh, wrong hitch. There we
Yep,
go.
see?
There, got the
Motorized.
bubbler in it. You know,
What a
nice.
deal.
Yeah, you know. All you got to do is send us some of those cookie pictures, some cooks, some.
Oh, Casey said he's cooking his fish platter tomorrow night.
There you go.
Fish platter. Did you notice that? Platter.
Platter.
Yep.
Same information applies. You send all that to, unless you
Yep.
got like John on speed dial or whatever. You can send it to John too. He'll make
Yep.
sure we
I'll
get
make
it.
sure we get it somewhere. If
so
I'm
there
not
we go.
knocking on your door to help you eat it.
Yep. So big shout out to Bonnie. We love us some Bonnie and everything that she does for the show, and we know you love her too. So, all right, John. You know, where does that put us at now, John? We're oh man, this is where we take 30 seconds to breathe here.
Sam,
for a
we
second.
cannot accept yours.
Can't accept Sam's.
Nope, I
What
denied
happened?
one.
Did you?
I
What?
denied a fish platter.
Oh, yeah. the one that came in real quick last week? Yeah.
I denied Sam's fish platter.
We-
that was more like a bucket.
It was kind of a buffet.
That was, yeah, buffet. That's the word I was looking for.
We have to keep this show
Yeah,
PG-13.
yeah.
I guess we don't have to. We
We
try
don't have to. We will. We should. Maybe.
There we go. John, as you're aware, Salt Life has been sponsoring Shasta McNasty Fishing for the last year, and in proxy, they sponsor the show. So let's hear a word from our sponsor, Salt Life.
Got a boat for sale. I don't need a dang boat, but I need a vehicle. No, I don't need a vehicle. I need a Trans Am. Anybody got a Trans Am for sale?
Or trade. You'll trade them a boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a hot rod. I need a hot rod so I can insure my hot rod with Bonnie.
Yeah.
See, I want to give Bonnie more business, so I need a hot rod. If you got a hot rod laying around, you don't want no more, and it's a good price,
Yeah.
under 10 grand or under, I want a hot rod. Yep. I want to drive around with my mullet again. That gives me
My
reason to grow my mullet back to drive my Trans Am around.
There we go.
So, any Trans Ams, we're good.
You have your mullet. I'll grow out the skullet. I'll get
You'll
all
even
this
ride
on
with
the
me in
back,
that one,
you know,
right?
yeah.
You'll ride with me in that one.
In the
Better
Trans
than the low
Am?
rotor?
Hell yeah,
you
there's
better than
room
low
in a
rider.
Trans Am. I can fit in that sumbitch.
See, all I've got's a low rider. I need a hot rod.
That little lowrider.
That's no fun.
I felt like I was in a go-kart. I mean, my knees were in my chest. It wasn't nice. I mean, it's nice, but it wasn't for me.
John needs a hot rod. So somebody come up with me a hot rod.
There we go. So, John, Salt Life, again, gracious enough to be a part of the show right here. We give you a 20% off your total order coupon right here. It's good one time only. The first person that puts this in on their saltlife.com order gets to use the code. So here we go, John. CC20M8FEB3. Now, I know you always make a comment out of, what these little last few letters are.
Yeah.
You know what FEB3 is?
February the 3rd.
You know what that is?
Your birthday?
That is my birthday.
No way, bro. Dude, I told you everything in there has got something to do. It's so weird.
So one more time, CC20
Dude, that's weird.
M8FEB3 is
Wow.
tonight's code.
Is somebody, I mean, they play, never mind. That's a hard one.
It's something, but like I said, you've always made a jest out of whatever that last little bit is something there.
Laura.
Uh-oh, what'd she do?
Laura.
What'd she do?
She said, I'm finally old enough to own a hot rod. I will never grow up, Laura.
Is that midlife crisis?
No, I don't want, because that would be like a compensating for something. I'd be big, jacked up, pulled out truck.
Or a Porsche?
Or a Porsche.
A Porsche?
No, I want a hot rod. And this girl's got hot rods. This Christy Gilman got hot rods.
Yeah. She texted Bonnie a fish pick and hot rods.
Yeah. What kind of hot rod you got? What you want to sell? I want a hot rod.
You're gonna have to go to North Carolina to get it though.
Christy's in North Carolina?
Yep.
I'll drive to North. It's so cold
Northbound
up there.
and down.
Eastbound and down, knowing where you're trucking. I'm gonna watch the bandit go.
There we go, John.
Daddy, Daddy.
Did you see the meme?
Yes,
I saw it today.
Yes, dude.
Biden's the daddy and Hunter's the boy.
Daddy.
I'm gonna slap your mama straight in the mouth.
I watched. It was funny, but I was watching Bert. They were giving Bert an award, and he come out of the crowd and walked up there, and he was shaking his head. He said, "Anybody seen that damn bandit?" And freaking Bert standing there like, and because Bert didn't know, and he's like, "Where's that sumbitch at?" And he turned around, and he goes, "There he is!" It was funny as hell, man. Bert was dying, and the lady that was with Bert was like, "Where did he?" I don't think none of them knew, and he come out of nowhere in full sheriff dress, full dress. That's some good stuff.
Yeah. All right, here we go, John. Let's talk a little bit about fishing here. Saturday was a
track, a real track.
Real track.
No. I want to drive it on the track.
You don't want a race car.
Yeah, I'll take a race car.
Oh.
I mean, as long as it goes street, as long as it's streetable. If that thing will ride on the street, I want it.
So, John, we've had some, let's just call it poopy weather here as of late.
Ooh.
Did you fish Saturday?
I had somebody call me. What are you doing? I'm under the covers.
I'm warm, I think is what you said.
That was the only time I was enjoying gas under the covers, because I was warm.
And then you didn't fish Sunday because
I was
pretty
under
much
the
the
covers.
same thing.
I was under the covers. Man, I was enjoying myself at the house. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I had deer meat, fried deer meat. I had sketty. I laid in the chair. The dog slept on my head. It was great, man. Yeah, it was great.
So
the dogs enjoyed me being home.
So I called my clients on Friday. They wanted to sheep's head fish, which means, run like offshore to the rocks, whatever the case might be. And they were calling for 20, 25 mile an hour gusts, cold as hell, just miserable. So I called them. I said, look, I've got a few options for you. And he said, hey, look, as long as cancellation isn't one of them, we're in. And I'm like, oh, okay. So there we were. All day trip on Saturday. Started at 7. Freezing cold. We go out and I was like, look, we'll do everything we can to try to get on some sheep's head. Well, we made it to about the 4th marker out, coming out past Shell Island, and I was like, We turned around and we kind of headed north and kind of got a little protected, did whatever, and for the next half of the day, I think we caught 2 blue crabs, one of them weird skinny crabs, and a stingray.
Golly.
And we were in a position to where the wind was at our back, so we're like, we could go try like the Gomez Rock area. We could go, we could shoot for that area to try to get on some sheep's head. It was still rough, but wind was at our back. We shot out there, nothing. We shot out, a few other places in that area, nothing. They said, hey, look, get us somewhere calm. We'll eat some lunch. And I'm like, I don't know why we got to be calm for the lunch, but okay. Well, it all started to make sense. I had never seen such a thing on a charter. And it was a pleasant surprise. I'll give you that one.
They killed a live pig on your boat?
So we legitimately had a tablecloth, china, silverware, hot food. This was most of the clientele were from Colombia. There was a gentleman from Peru. This was a Colombian potato, like a 3-potato soup that had chicken in it. It was hot because it was still in a thermos. It was fantastic.
So
I never had. Oh yeah, that's my bowl.
Oh, that's your bowl.
That's my bowl.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was wondering if they fed you.
Yeah, so that's my bowl, and
that's probably the only thing that saved you in the day from the cold.
While we're sitting here having the lunch, we catch a trout. You know, so there's new excitement.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
The day, you know, we caught a trout. Hey. So, I mean, it progressively got, you know, a little bit better than that. And they're finally like, Eric, maybe like one more spot, and then let's call it a day. Take us to your best spot. And I'm thinking, you don't think I've been trying to do that? It's freezing. It's miserable.
19 degrees out there. And look. The fish, they said, There ain't no potato soup on the end of that damn hook. I ain't eating it.
Take us to your best spot. So I was like, there's only one more spot
That's
I
it.
got that fish may bite it all. And lo and behold,
They bit.
we started catching some little black drum, then some mangroves, and then a 21-inch trout, a 19-inch trout. And then, you know, it had started to warm a little bit. The tide started to come in, so things started to get a little bit better. But that was probably the hardest I've ever worked on a
catch a few
charter
fish.
to try to make things happen.
But
I mean,
you know
it was,
now that they are convinced that you took them to your best spot. So you can't win when that happens.
Well, there they are. That's the hardest fish that Chester Nasty Fishing has ever on my truck. And these guys were great sports. They were lots of fun. I mean, it was just the weather. The
It
weather
was just
made
amazing that they
just
wanted.
made
I
it
mean, you
miserable.
gave them the option to back out.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. You tell people, hey, man, this ain't going to be great.
I
And they wanted to go.
to my own detriment, I am completely honest with people.
That's
and,
right.
When I know it's not going to be good,
Yep,
I
you
try
tell
to
them.
let them know that it's not going to be good. And I did that, and they were like, as long as cancellations not on the menu, we're all good. So. Yeah. So Jessica says Sunday was amazing behind the islands.
See, hiding behind the islands.
Oh, Susie B, we talked about you, girl.
Oh, yeah.
She's just coming on. She was having
Don't
sushi.
reverse. Don't reverse. Don't reverse, Susie B. Watch
we go.
later. Watch later.
Yep. So Sunday I had a half-day trip, and it was with an older gentleman and his grandkids. So we just really kind of had to be careful with that. We didn't go far at all. He was cold. Everybody was cold. We fished half day, and then we come back in, and everybody had fun. We got on some mangroves. I think we did catch one trout. Everybody had fun, but it just wasn't that, you know, had to go catch huge fish, you know, trip. It was just, you know, memories with the grandkids and all that good
keep
stuff.
the kids busy.
And that was fine. And then I rolled out on Monday, John. Just because I had bait left over from Sunday's trip right there. And I took my girls out, John. And even my girls were bored off their ass. My girls are like, are you going to do anything?
Are you going to catch
Yeah,
Are you going to take us to your best spot or what?
So we rolled out, and this was, I was kind of sitting in a spot that I've been catching some really nice reds, but that day was that tide that it went
didn't
in and
move.
out and only dropped like 6 inches maybe throughout the
move,
whole
yeah.
cycle. So there
That's
just really
bad
wasn't
day.
a whole
That's
lot of
bad
water.
day water.
And I happened to just bring in one of my lines, and there was a flounder on it. You know, so that was. I mean, I had a good time. I was fishing for me, just relaxing. I mean, the dogs were chill. You know, it was just.
That's
but
a plus.
that's what this weather does. When you don't have that mud boat, you don't have where you could get back in the back. You know, it's just you kind of limited on what you could do when the weather is like this. You know, so. But man, so John. That was our fishing. You didn't fish. You stayed warm.
Got
you
nothing.
know, so yeah.
Got nothing.
You know, they're not always winners, John. You know, even, you know, you work through it sometimes.
That's
so.
right. I was happy sitting at the house, man.
Yeah. But well, let's get into Spotted By, John. So right off the bat, last week, like maybe the day after the show or whatever, I spotted something. Well, this wasn't it. I spotted this today. That was Kirsten right there. She's playing in the back. Got her a nice redfish on there. But this was the one I spotted. That little fella right there.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
I spotted him, and I'm like, yeah, I saved him early. So it was like Thursday or Friday. I think he got locked up in the phone, and I was like, we're going to use that. So that's Thomas's boy right there. And then I looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find anybody that had any fish pictures that wasn't already being used somehow in today's show other than guide stuff. And Spotted By isn't for the guides. So we spotted Casey, and Casey's got his new little welding machine, pipe bender right there, and he was playing, and he's got some fine bends going on right there, you know.
Yeah.
So that was that's what I spotted today. I even said, John, help me, John, help me. He's like, what did you see? I said, nope, can't use that. I already got that. I'm already using this.
I found the same you found.
Yep. So he's like, well, all right. And before Casey even knew anything about that, because that just kind of popped up, Casey dropped by tonight and he says, you know what, guys? You guys have given so much to me over the years, winning stuff on the show and everything. He wanted to give back. So Casey has given us one of these fine welded tiller handle extension rods. Now, he kind of debuted some of these or gave some away these at the last shindig that we had. You could raffle them off or whatever. And this thing is really neat. Nice length to it right there. You just kind of screw it,
Put it on your handle.
Wing nut, put it on the handle, and you
go.
can adjust yourself on the boat. He's given this to us to give away to one unlucky tailor, John.
So, how are we going to do it?
So I told him I wouldn't feel right if we just gave it away at the end of the night with just a random person having it. So you know what? He said, let's do this. Ooh. And I said, okay.
Ooh.
He wants you to send a picture of your ride. So if you need something like this, submit a picture of your ride where you would need something like this, and we'll pick a winner. And that lucky winner,
that's
we'll
what I
get
was
this little
hoping
goodie.
it was going to head. That's
because I really, that is something cool, but we want to get it to the right people. Yep. Not everybody has a tiller. Most people have center console, but there are a lot of people with tillers.
They have tillers,
and we want to make sure that that's the one that
to a
gets
tiller boat.
Yep. So, if you would like to have this thing is a $170 value right here.
Wow.
$170 value. If you would like to have this, and again, that's from Seabass Welding and Fabrication. Casey, you guys see him all the time on the show
He
stuff
just
right
finished
here.
up a nice boat for somebody.
He did.
Go to his page and check that out.
Yep. So
he can do that for you.
Yep. So all you got to do is submit a picture of your ride, and you would like to have this, and it would help out your ride. To the same CaptainEricHD@gmail.com, Shasty McNasty Fishing on Facebook, or 352-220-3206. And again, this thing's awesome.
It is.
That's if you don't put it on your tiller, you could whack somebody.
Yeah, exactly. look at this welds. Let's take a good look. Do you see anybody that welds like that? No. I've been looking at a lot of people's welding stuff, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a darn good weld.
Darn good
weld. So look at that. Look at the welds on that. That ain't no joke right there. That's somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yep.
That's not that bat crap.
Casey says that's a 24-inch extension. So this is 24 inches. Oh,
that ain't 24 inches. I look at that every morning.
Yeah. What, the toilet seat length? You got a big circuit?
The broom.
Oh, you got a little short broom. You got one of them little brooms. You got to bend over for that.
It's a broom.
Yep. Let's see here. All right. Doug says, that's nice. Laura says, heck yeah. Great idea. Jared, Casey's business name is Seabass Welding and Fabrication.
Jared, if you need it welded for real, this guy.
Yep.
Okay, so let me tell you something about Casey.
Weld porn.
Casey doesn't like it being done unless it's 110% perfect. That would be the only way to tell you about Casey, Jared. So, Jared, that would be a good person. If you need something like this done, to call him, because he's not satisfied even with his best work. And that's the kind of guy you want when you're welding.
Satisfied.
So, yep.
There we go. All right, John. Moving right along, let's get into it. Are you using the right setup? You got the right stuff, baby. Remember that one?
No.
Like that? No.
I don't know that one.
Don't know that one.
Nope.
That's New Kids on the Block, bro.
I see the New Kids on the Block did not excite me. I was listening to AC/DC, Def Leppard, and good stuff, okay? I was not listening to the New Kids on the Block. Sorry, bro.
The 80s, it was good stuff.
Whatever.
Now it's kind of,
bro.
well, that was good stuff, too.
Van
and everything
Halen,
that you
bro.
just listed was good
Van
stuff.
Halen, bro.
But it was all good.
The New Kids on the Block were not any good, bro.
Sure.
Sorry,
I
no.
saw him in concert.
I don't care.
At Disneyland
I
for
could
grad
care.
night.
For grad night, we had something. There was 4 or 5 bands playing when they took us to Disney World.
Yep.
But no.
I saw
New Kids on the
Will
Block.
to
no.
Power.
I don't
I
even know
saw
what
the
heck
New
is that.
Kids on the Block,
What the heck is
Samantha
that?
Fox.
What the heck is that? You're
Uh,
0 for 3, bro.
And there was somebody else that we saw.
You're 0 for 3, bro.
I don't remember, but those are the ones I don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't help it. That's what was there. But, you know.
Oh, it was the
grad night thing.
We don't have to take our clothes off.
No.
To have a good time. That was the one that played for us.
Jermaine
He
or
played. He
something.
played. He played.
Yeah, that
ours.
guy. Yeah.
That was one of the songs. So I know that was one of the groups that was there.
Yeah, he did. He gone.
He gone?
He gone.
Really?
Yeah.
See, oh man, that makes me old. Crap, I'm gonna be gone. I'm joining the ranks, everybody else, I'll be gone.
So we've talked a lot in the past about what trolling setup you need for grouper, what setup you need for throwing for grouper. You know, last week we talked about sheep's head fishing and all that good stuff. What we wanted to do was kind of just give you a basic rundown, your all-purpose, call it your all-wheel drive rod and reel that you could use for trout, snook, redfish, black drum, your general purpose rod. Your all-wheel drive, John. Could you describe it any better than that?
What are you talking about?
The rod reel combos we're going to talk about.
4-wheel drives?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
What the heck did you say? I'm deaf in this ear.
No, you just keep reading your phone.
No. What do you say? I can't do 2 things at once.
We're discussing. I know. You just keep
What we
reading your
doing?
phone. I'll talk about
What
it.
we doing?
All-wheel drive. A better
Oh,
way to describe.
all-wheel drive.
Yeah, all-wheel drive. Just basically your all-purpose vehicle, your all-purpose tool for trout, redfish, snook. That one rod that could get it done for all
The
that.
rod or the reel?
The combo.
The combo. I would go with a 3000.
It's almost like you don't pay attention.
I'm dumb. I'm tripolar and I'm trying to manage 3 of these things. You know how hard it is to manage 3, Johns?
I know how it
You've
is
been
to ring. I
around
know
it.
how hard it is to ring in one.
You've been around it. You've been around it. You should know by now I got problems.
So,
But yeah, one of these.
what do you got?
This is the one I'm going with. I'm going with the bigger one.
Okay, well, that's the one
I'm
I like
going
too.
longer.
But yeah,
I'm going
but we'll
longer.
give the option as well. Go ahead.
Okay, so
do it.
this-
Do it.
Do it. I remember that one. Do it. So this one is the Shimano Terramar, 7 foot 6 inch, and I like 8 foot too. But this right here can handle just about anything we have in our inshore waters here in Yankeetown.
Now, again, we're not being brand specific.
No.
That just happens to be what this
Yeah,
is.
it's what
We're
we have.
talking more about the schematics of the rod.
Yep, 7 foot 6.
This is an 8 to 17 pound class.
Yep.
I know you can't see that.
Hold on. It's a little fuzzy.
Yep.
Hold on, let me get it this way. Maybe I can see it this way. Says right here, 8 to 17 pound class. What
There
Eric
you
said.
go.
Yep. Exactly what Eric said.
So you're looking for a rod in that length. John and I both prefer the longer varieties. A lot of people like the 7 foot. A lot of people even like the 6'6", John. I just don't like a
No.
rod that short.
I
I
got
don't
to
feel
whip it.
like,
We got to whip it real good.
you got to be able to cast
Yes.
in this area. And
That's
at
right.
6'6", I just don't feel like you get the distance.
You don't get the range.
You know, what you're looking for in a 6. I'm not saying that it's bad. It doesn't work out for us. And again, this is all strictly opinion based.
Yes.
This isn't in scientific fact. We be tailing said, therefore it is. This is opinions.
Again,
So-
another thing is feel. When you're picking out a rod and reel combo, you want that reel to be on that rod so you can go.
And you want it to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's like
lot of-
it's like at the first date. Ooh,
A lot
so
of people
smooth.
like that split grip.
Yep.
A lot of people like the full
Solid cork.
grip.
Yep.
You know, some people like the EVA. So there's a lot of options,
options.
that really doesn't matter. It's more of the more being comfortable for you. But that rod blank, that 8 to 17 pound style rod is what you're going to be looking for your all-purpose, your 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, whatever you call it. Now, what do you got in your hand there, John?
So, I got a Shimano Mirabelle, 3000.
3,000.
Yep, which is enough to handle everything you want to catch over here of the inshore variety, say minus the tarpon.
Yep.
But
And you can even catch decent
yeah,
sized
small
tarpon.
small
you know,
tarpon
not-
on
not
here,
huge.
but you know, we're not talking 150-pound tarpon here, but sharks minus the tarpon. But as far as a redhead, I mean a redhead, wow. I was going to go back to that, how I picked my rods. I'll tell you that story in a second. But the Mirabelle 3000 paired with 10-pound braid gives you distance, smoothness, ease of operation, lightweight, fish with it all day long, cast, jig, bait fish, whatever you want to do. I've got one. I know now that it works just fine, and it'll catch just about anything.
Now, again, we're not being brand specific.
That's right.
Now, obviously, John and I both love Shimano products.
That's
I mean,
all we use.
we can't hide from that. We do love Shimano products, but a 3000 is what you're looking for.
Yep.
If you can pair it with a carbon fiber drag, that's going to just be money in your pocket.
Yep.
Let's see. Can you use 15, 20, 30-pound braid? Sure.
But
You're-
why?
You're not going to have the castability you have once you put, and even lighter. I know a lot of guides do 8-pound. I don't feel comfortable with 8-pound
10
for my
pound.
clients, but 10 pounds, you'll be able to cast the distances that you want to cast with that. Don't spool the whole reel with braid. You know, a good, 50 to 75 yards, you could put a mono backing on it. That way, when you kind of get down to, that little bit of braid where you're getting to where it doesn't cast so much, because after a while, you're trimming, you're cutting, you're trimming, you're cutting. You get to a point where you really need to re-spool. You're only re-spooling maybe 100, 125 yards instead of the whole spool. So cost-effective tip right there if you're looking to save money.
You get 3 times out of one 300-yard spool.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But 10-pound braid, and the reason we use 10 and don't go any lighter is because that's already 2-pound diameter. So you're talking about spooling your reel with 2-pound monofilament, basically size-wise.
Nope.
So, and that's strong enough to land if you've got your drag set, just about everything when you use 20-pound or 30-pound fluorocarbon to go with it. That's all you need. So, but my rides are kind of like my girlfriend. She's 5'11", medium heavy.
girl.
Medium heavy.
You about to
has
dig a
been
hole.
has been known to snap on occasions. That's how I pick my rods. Am I dead meat?
You digging the hole. And she's probably not watching,
Hey.
but somebody's going to tell.
Hey, fast tip. I'm a dead man. Oh
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
So, again, it's not rocket science to when you do this, but come into a shop that has a wide variety. That way you can pair up your reel with the rod to what feels good for you. But that is the size that you're looking for. I know if you come in here and you ask Andrew or Jim, this is what I want. I want something for trout. I want something for reds.
They're gonna give you
They're
this.
going to send
This is
you
where it
in
starts.
that direction. Now, if you want to do something, I'm just fishing for snook, maybe you bump it up a little bit. You go to the 4,000 to 5,000, or you want to play with the tarpon. But you're all around snook, red and trout rod.
That's
You
it.
can't beat that combo right there of a 3,000 with an 8 to 17 rod. Again, we like the 7.6-ish,
little longer.
but you get away with a 7, no problem. I don't know, John. Did any more questions come across? You've been reading your phone there. Any questions coming across?
I can't see it.
I can't see. now I want you to look at your phone
I
and you can't
can't
see
see
it.
it.
Oh my gosh.
It says have 400 yards with anything less.
I don't
Oh,
understand.
tell us about your girlfriend, John. What about a big snook?
what
Okay,
about big snook?
David, let me show. Let me
More
tell you
than
something.
adequate.
Okay, so and I've got somebody on here that can back me up. I have a 2500 Shimano Stratic. I have 10-pound braid, and I had 15-pound fluorocarbon. Tyler put me on 2 trips, 2 back-to-back snook, both of them over 35 inches long. Both of them landed on 10-pound braid, 15-pound Shimano pink fluorocarbon. I had the drag set. They couldn't believe it. I know I'm going to break this fish off, but again, I've got Tyler and Andrew with me. They can net fish, so they know what they're doing. So, and Andrew used the trolling motor, but we landed 2 snook over 35 inches on that setup. So yes, it can be done. Is it the right setup? No, but it can be done. I mean, you know, you want 40-pound minimum really for big snook. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're
Yeah.
building a snook rod,
Yeah.
you want to do that. But again, for that general purpose,
This is general purpose.
that will
Slot
catch
snook.
big snook.
Yeah.
It will.
It will.
I mean, it will.
It will.
You have to have your drag adjusted.
Yep,
though.
drag.
It's not like throwing at these grouper where you crank down the drag.
Yeah.
You know?
You need to use this to your advantage.
Where you make up for it is in the fluorocarbon that you tie at the end.
That's right.
Your tippet of 3 foot or whatever the
Yep.
case might be, arm's length of tippet.
Yep.
That's where
That's your-
that's your safety cage.
That's your power.
right there. 10-pound braid in itself is
You're not gonna break it.
plenty strong
You're
enough
not
for
gonna break
anything
it.
that you're going to do. Granted, you know they're rubbing on the oyster
Yep.
bars, things like that, but that's 20-pound, 30-pound is all going to cut
It's
on
gonna
that
do the
same
same thing
anyway.
Yeah, it's
so
gonna nick.
10 pounds going to get you where you need to be to cast, and you'll be able to, you know, bring in, because I mean that's all that I have on the boat.
Yeah,
you know,
that's all I've got. 10 pounds.
I fish with 8 rods, and when it's that time of season, it's 6 of them are the same rod, and then I have 2 that are a little bit bigger for the just in case scenarios. You know, so. And
You know, when
you
that
can get it
cobia
done.
comes swimming by, and you got to drop him the big.
Well,
you know.
I mean,
it happens.
You can get cobia as well.
That's
I
right.
mean,
Yep.
especially if you've got the trolling motor or
Yep.
whatever, where if it's just running and you got to
Just
chase
let
it
him go.
down,
Let him go.
You let him get it tired, chase him down. You know, don't always think that you got to stay anchored and watch that line go.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler uses smaller stuff. Andrew uses smaller stuff. You're finesse fishing. You're throwing to these fish. You're fishing in oysters. You're trying your best to get these fish to bite and to trick them. So they're using smaller stuff, and you see the consistency these 2 guys land these fish at. I mean, this works, you know, and it's a great. Andrew, I think, has a 1,000. I think he's got a 1,000.
He fishes with that on a regular
Yes,
basis.
a 1,000. I mean, this is beyond small. My 2,500 I thought was small, but I saw his. I was like, whoa.
So Tyler commented on there. He still can't believe.
Oh, I know. We were just in shock because we knew it was going to break at any time, and it just held. I hooked him right, and I got lucky.
Yeah. No, a 35 snook will test your fishing skills. It will.
Oh, it did.
but I promise you, all my 39s and 3/4 and all that have all been caught on that style
That's
of
what
rod.
they've been caught
You know,
on.
That's
and I've netted them for him, so I know what they're caught on. You do have to have a good netter on the boat to do this. You can't flop him in the boat. Not a good idea.
Yeah, you're not boat flipping.
You're not boat flipping these
no.
fish.
Yeah. So there we go. All right. So like I said, this is, in our opinion, the all-purpose rod. If you only had money to spend on one rod, and that's what you wanted to target, were those species.
This will get it done.
3,000 with that 8 to 17 class rod will get it done.
It's light enough to throw lures. It's light enough to throw jig heads. It's strong enough to land these fish because these reels nowadays are sealed for the most part. They have great. You can hear the drag on there. I mean, you can hear every click that it does, and if you test it, which we're always pulling our drag to make sure we've got it set and nothing tightens down. So you stick with that. Hey, it's money. It's money in the bank. You'll catch them.
There we go. All right, John. What are we giving away tonight? Give it away.
Miraval, 2 rods. Nope, I'm lying.
Christmas is over.
Gotcha. You're gonna win a 3/4 inch Eaton moon pie.
Yeah, there.
Well, no, actually something pretty cool. So this is a power pole travel strap. They go on your power poles so that they don't accidentally go down and drag the road, which I've seen boats driving down the road with their power pole stuck on the ground. Well, this will stop that. I've seen it.
Yep.
This will stop that from happening. So that's a nice little gift right there.
There you go.
Then you're going to get this beautiful Power Pro 300-yard, 10-pound test
From Captain's Cove.
from Captain's Cove right there. And I mean, you can't beat that right there. Everybody uses that. That is good stuff. Then you're going to get some Jim's jigs to tie on the end of them things.
Yep. And I know you're looking for it, but you know who forgot
Aquatic
it?
Nutrition that Eric forgot.
You're going to get a bag of Aquatic Nutrition. Just don't happen to have it
It's
right
just
here
not
on
here
hand.
right now.
So there we go. All right, while I'm thinking about it, Dale, come pick up that check-it stick. It's sitting in the window waiting
Oh
on
yeah,
you.
yep. They'll get you a chicken stick.
All right. So, John, as you're aware how we do this, we've got the old bucket. I'm going to ask a question, and basically, whoever answers, the first 5 right folks that answer get their name put in the bucket, and then we do a drawing to see who's going to win. Everybody on the same page?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you show them the answer tonight?
I don't know.
Okay.
Did I, John?
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't know that
Did
I
you
did
tell
it
them
last
the
week
answer
till I
tonight?
went back and checked.
That wide angle lens, that was good, but it's so it was kind of funny. If somebody did see it, well then that's great. But if somebody didn't see it, that's awesome too. But it was there, kind of funny.
All right, so there we go. Nice package. Why, thank you, Rick. All righty, John. Are you ready? Yep. Look, the count has been given. Denise has gone both ways, so we are
nice
good
package
to go.
in 2 ways.
Yep. All right. Tonight's question. So excited. Let me get on the right page here. I got to make sure I see all these answers come through loud and clear. Could use that tiller handle for the boat. Yeah, that's nice.
Do you have a picture? That's all he needs for the tiller handle, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Does he understand that?
Got to send us a picture.
That's right. The tiller handle's not being given away in the prize package tonight.
Not
the tiller
tonight.
handle goes into a picture of your boat. Send it to Eric and tell us why you need it for your boat.
Yep.
That's what that goes for.
Can a 10 was sent to Bob. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll get you figured out, Christy. All right. Tonight's question. You ready for this, John?
I'm ready.
Here we
I
go.
know the answer to this question.
Because the answer is right there.
This is why I'm not allowed to answer them.
There we go. All right. It's definitely sticking with fishing. Fish that we like, John.
Ooh, we love.
What is the Florida record weight for a hogfish on line and tackle? Not shot, line and tackle. What is
Caught.
the Florida record weight for a
Caught.
hogfish caught on line and tackle? There we go.
I'll give you a hint. It was caught in Florida.
Well, being it's the Florida record.
Oh. I thought I was trying to help. I'm trying to help.
Oh, Lordy. Look at that. We got some good guesses coming in already. And we're going to have to be exact here. It just can't be. We got to have them ounces in there too. Oh, there we go. We got one. Let's see here. Oh, everybody's coming up with the 21.15 is the one that's been shot. We're looking for
Doug got
line and tackle. I know.
You
Hey,
got
I
Doug?
got
Okay,
him
yeah.
already,
Doug has got it.
Yeah.
He nailed it. And let's see.
We got Derek and Christy.
Yep, Derek.
And Thomas. All right, we got room for one more. Oh, and Kev Dog slipped in there. All right, there we go. We got 5 names
Got
in the
'em?
bucket. The answer we were looking for was 19 pounds, 8 ounces. That is for the hook and line.
That's a big.
It is.
hog.
And the 21 that everybody had on there, that was the one that was shot.
Yeah.
So that, that might have been the confusion
That's
in
big.
that one
That's,
right
the
there.
mouth on a hog like that is about that big. That's how big that hog is.
So, John, let's see who made it into tonight's bucket. We got Kev Dogs in the bucket. Derek is in the bucket. Christy is in the bucket. Thomas is in the bucket. And Doug is in the bucket again. And there was no answer to be seen this time.
Doug knows his fish weights. Hey, Doug studies his fish weights. Doug is he's Johnny on the spot on fish weights.
We do love us some
Yep.
hogfish.
Yeah, that's what I did know that one. Because I did look that one up because I've always wanted to catch a hog that big. So I did look that one up.
All right,
I
John's
never
gonna
looked
pick,
up the drum, but I looked up that one.
John's gonna pick tonight's winner.
I got one.
He's got one. All right.
Some dude named Kivas Dogus.
Kivas of the Doggis.
Kivas of the Doggis clan.
Kev Dog. Congratulations.
Dog.
Kev Dog is tonight's winner. He was also a winner last night. We won trivia.
He was.
Yeah.
He was a winner. We were all winners.
Winning.
We not only won, but we stroked that ass. Yeah. We did. We kicked their bugguses. Is that a bad word?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so. I don't think that counts, right? It was as in donkey.
So we heard rumor that there's a lot of folks that were like, trivia? We didn't know about trivia on Tuesday nights. Trivia every Tuesday night
upstairs at the Blackwater. And if you want to have serious fun, come join our team, especially if you're smart.
Yeah.
We don't want any dummies. Does that sound wrong?
It did.
We don't want any dummies.
All right, John, another good show. We got
And
through it
Christy
again.
Gilman, let me know what you got for sale. I need a hot rod.
John, We Be Tailin' is brought to you by Shasty McNasty Fishing,
Captain's Cove Outfitters.
Knotty Tails,
Jim's Jigs.
Filletzall Blades,
Aquatic Nutrition that Eric forgot.
Plash Lights,
Karrie's Custom Rods and Jigs.
Bonnie with State Farm,
Caddycan
Native Nautical Mailboxes,
and Nature Coast PM Salt Life.
all over there, Power Pole. There we go. See everybody next week. Peace out. Be
Buy
safe.
at 3,000.